just as I was getting ready, and I come back, I get check online for a minute, I check social media for a minute, and then one of my friends posted that Prince passed away. Now I said to myself, let me do some digging into this. Let me check, let me Google this. Let me see how many articles are on this. Because if this is a sick joke, then I'm unfriending that person. And then I looked into it. I did my investigation, and wow. I mean, just as I was wrapping my brain around China, passing away, and then this news drops. You know, I don't know about you guys, but it feels like I lost two. It feels like I lost, like two good friends. I mean, that's just how I feel. I mean, I'm sure some of you feel the same way, and and maybe some of you don't, but man, wow. The the last time my heart was really this heavy, probably it was probably when like when Michael Jackson passed away. I mean, that's how heavy this shit is. Wow. And like not too long ago, like about like last year, I said, I mean, he's Prince is doing really good for himself. I mean, he's still out there doing his thing. He's active, and he has a youthful spirit. I mean, I cannot believe this. I just can't. And for those of you who like to bitch and whine about people grieving over celebrities and whatnot, and saying, oh, did and and then you just put it out there like, oh well, they didn't fight for this country. No, I mean, I hate when people do that. I mean, the last time someone did that is when Paul Walker passed away, and then he just roasted the fuck out of him, saying he was a he's just an actor, he's a piece of shit, he didn't fight for this country, he didn't serve in the army or whatever and whatnot. So I mean, for those of you who are gonna just jump in the comment section and say, Prince didn't fight for this country, all he did was sing and then da 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 da, just save yourself the embarrassment, okay? I mean, please. I don't even have to delete your comments. I mean, people are just gonna gang up on you, and just you're just gonna get in a world full of hate and misery and drama and bullshit. Like, there's no need to sign yourself up for that. I mean, people are gonna grieve. Like, just deal with it. I mean, like, when another celebrity passes away, I mean, they're gonna grieve about it. It's just nothing new. I mean, I get it. There's some people out there who only grieve over, people who died and who served in the army, and people that they knew personally, like their friends and their family and stuff. But I mean, for you to say, like, who are they? Like, what gives them the right to grieve over, somebody that entertained them, like they're basically their whole life. I mean, like, who are you to say that? Who are you to deny them, the that pain? You know what I mean? I mean, who are you to decide that they don't get to grieve over something like this? I mean, honestly. Okay, I'm done ranting about this. It's, I mean, my heart's heavy, and there's really no words to express, about this. I mean, two passings at once. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a lot to take in. That is a lot to take in. I mean, my introduction to Prince's music was on the Batman soundtrack, when you hear him, like, basically, like, a few times in the movie, and I enjoyed every minute of it. I mean, like, every time I watched the movie, I would just I would bob my head. Either I'd bob my head, or I would get right in the middle of in the living room floor and just dance to it. I mean, I loved the hell out of it. Like, Prince was one of my favorite parts about that Tim Burton's Batman movie, and from there on, I enjoyed his music. Every time I heard a song by him, I'm like, oh, this is good, okay. And I can't think of one song that I've heard from him that I didn't like. I mean, there's no such thing. I mean, the man was flawless, in what he did, and I saw Purple Rain a few times, and I thought that was pretty damn good too. And no one better not remake that movie, and do not do that. Don't do that. Just respect it as it is and leave it as it is. But wishful thinking. Obviously. I mean, most likely I will not get that wish, but man. I mean, like I don't know. I mean, a lot of you other people. I'm reaching out to all to the other fans of Prince. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you feel like you've known him, and some of you probably even met him. And hey, I mean that's awesome if you did. And and those of you who didn't, they feel like they've known him. I mean, like you basically do know him. I mean, he showed you how what kind of person he was through his music and through his work. I mean, that's why people grieve over celebrities. Like they show you who they are. They show you aspects to who they are. Like in their work, and you feel like you invest into that, and you feel like you developed a bond with them, and it's a huge and it's a tragic loss. Like when you find out that they passed away. I mean, like from Aaliyah and like for example, and man, I cannot think straight. I mean I'm sorry if I seem like my brain's cluttered. I mean it's just this is a lot to take in, but feel free to leave your comments. How are you holding up through this? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.